Yeah. So, hi. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Yeah. Seen better days. Not kidding. Seen better days. Yeah. It was just a rough day. It was funny. I was walking through the park, going to the subway, and the sky was like, "Come on, Ma, it can't be that bad." It's like, "Yeah, true." I started to smile a little bit. I was like, "Come on, Ma."
Oh yeah, people say that to me.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's funny because I don't really want the job, so, but it's a job and it pays my mortgage.
We can do that. Hi everyone, thank you. It's Australian.
Couldn't tell you.
Wow,
But it's yours.
thank you. Wow, thank you. Hi, thank you. Maybe that fixes. Thank you. English. Thank you so much. Don't forget your motivations. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
I think there's a bucket of water next to you.
There's a bucket of water that I need to do some stuff. Yeah, can we do the bucket? There has been a disturbance in the force. We've detected it and we are about to rectify it. Welcome everyone. Nice to see you all. The first thing I'm going to ask you is please remember the trigger that we are to have every time we walk into this building and leaving the nominal side of us, the one that thinks on normal, outside, and give yourself, please, almost 2 hours to practice being that you that you want to become. You're seeking something, you've come looking for something. What would it be like to have it? You're supposed to be in that mindset. You can, as much as you can. Forget the cute boys, the cute girls, the really funny jokes. Forget it. Honest. It's your time. Yeah? My job is to pass down some information that could, if you're open, trigger something in you that will let you be that thing. So play with that. It's your time. It's going to be a funny class today. Right? It's going to be a strange one. Let's start with, if you invoke in you that being that you imagine, the best you, and see if you can feel it physically. Imagine yourself physically as well as mentally. And then that being offers the most perfect world you can create to your teacher, to the thing that teaches you, in exchange for realization, so you can be more of that. That's what this is. So, who wants to do the business? Let's do the business.
Sashi Bukir Shem Etokchan Priya Vincin Devadi Sangye Shuddham Niteluagi Trokunanda Shinmatuvasho Idam Guru Ratnamanda Kamyatayami Sangye Chiram Soki Choknamna Chanshu Bardu Dakmi Kyasuchi Daki Junyang Ginpe Sonamki Jola Penshir Sangye Rupasho Sangye Chiram Soki Choknama Chanshu Bardu Dakmi Kasuchi Daki Jinye Gitbe Sunamki Jola Benchir Sangye Trupasho Sangye Chudam Soki Choknamna Chanshu Bardu Dakmi Kasuchi Daki Jinyang Ginpe Sonamki Drola Benchir Sangye Trupasho.
Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. It's weird to be back. It feels like it's only been a month or something. Just been 2 weeks. Yeah. You had Lama Marut's class in place of this. You came to Lama Marut's class, and we thought it was awesome. Yeah. It was being honest, good. Okay, good. I hope you got something out of it. I missed it. I didn't get to see it. You all know I went emergency time away. My mum had a stroke mid-flight, leaving Argentina, going to Australia. It was scary. It was really frightening for her, more than for me. But the practice helped. Practice really helped her, and your efforts really helped as well. Thank you for your support. She's well. She's really well. She's much better. There were 2 scary moments I'm happy to share later, maybe through the class after some. But you get to question what's it for. So I'm glad that we're doing this class. It's very meaningful. But today the class has got lots of pull for me. Today would have been Erica Abbott's 30th birthday. Those of you who know Erica, or who knew Erica, she was an integral part of our group. She was the first person to do anything proactive about the 108 Lives project. She actually was the first person to post anything online. She developed our social media strategy for that. And she was killed, run over by a car on her way to one of our meetings. And so it's not been long, it's not been long at all. So today, that's Erica there. Today is her birthday, 30th birthday, whatever. And we've had a disturbance in the force. I call it disturbance in the force. Death is close. I mean, for the last month and a half, we've been hearing about the Diamond Mountain stuff, the stuff online, all this stuff, you know, that is shaking. And I think it's a good thing to be shaken. I think you will get certain about what you know and what you pretend. I think you get certain about what you bullshit yourself about and what you're certain for yourself about. And you ask serious questions. What do I believe and why? And that is the point. Or study. There's no other point. You know, so the pull today it's a very strong time in our group, and I hope that each of you can have the strength of character to say, what's my search? And what's this stuff? And hopefully it can help you remove the shells of pretend or crap or lying to yourself, or and really see rawly what you seek, rawly what you learn, rawly what you practice, and rawly what it means to you, because that's the only thing you take away. Nothing else. I was put in a very strange situation. I hear about my mum's stroke. I get a phone call. I get online. I look for tickets down to Argentina, where she had the stroke, mid-air. They had to land the plane emergency in the last airport before leaving the transatlantic flight that goes under the world over to Australia. So they landed her in a little airport in the middle of nowhere, regional hospital. And I get down there. I get to Buenos Aires, and by the time I get to Buenos Aires, they say that they can't help her there. They did all the tests. They can see she's got a blockage of 85% on her main artery, that this could go off any moment. A little plaque leaves that main vein and blocks the little smaller trees that are supplying blood to the brain and cuts off circulation to the brain, and parts of the brain die. She was completely paralyzed on the left side mid-flight. So then they tried to look after her down there. They can't help her at that hospital. They got no money, they got no medicine, they can't do the procedure. So they looked to fly her to Buenos Aires as an emergency on a low-flying ambulance flight. And so by this time I'm in Argentina. I find out from my sister and from the doctors her traveler's insurance. I call the bunch in the UK, and they say to me, well, we got to ring Australia, talk to her doctor, determine whether it's a prior condition, so she's got to stay there until we figure that out. And I said, that could last 4 days, a week. You can't do that. She's got a ticking time. The doctor in that hospital says she needs to be there now. So they said, we'll get back to you. I said, you can't. The doctor calls me back, says, you got to do something. So I push the insurance again. And the insurance sends me a piece of paper saying, we will agree to fly her on an emergency flight and get her to a Buenos Aires hospital to be reassessed if you sign this waiver saying that if we find that we don't want to cover her, you will cover the costs. So I said, well, how much is the ambulance? The ambulance, $30,000. What about the procedures? About another 10. What about the hospital? Another. It's just easy 50 to 100 grand that I should think about. And as I sign, I realize, well, what choice do I have? Your mother's life, ticking time bomb. I mean, I don't have 100 grand sitting around. And you think, what's that all for? What's the house for? What's all the years of work for? What's it for? If it's not to be with someone you love, what's it for? And then how am I able to make that decision without freaking out? And then practice came. And what am I witnessing here? And then practice came. So I decide that this is the best time for practice. Yeah, I'm teaching past and future lives. What the hell is that about? In the last month, I've had 5 people close to me, including